I'm Barry Trammell, and Thursday night in Stillwater, round 2 of the Oklahoma State-Arizona series.
Now, who's going to win? From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenny Carlson. Press Row is brought to you by Cox High-Speed Internet. Barry, round 1 went to the Cowboys in the Alamo Bowl. Now, a rematch in week 2, a Thursday night game. Who you got?
Well, I think Oklahoma State wins, and maybe easily. It all depends on Brandon Weeden, whether he's going to throw the ball to the other team again. Weeden, the All-Big 12 quarterback from a year ago, but threw 3 interceptions against Louisiana Lafayette. I assume Arizona has better ball players than Lafayette. So I don't like OSU's chances of a successful season if Brandon Weeden averages 3 interceptions a game. But I think maybe he learned his lesson. He's a little bit of a indestructible type of guy. He thinks he can get that ball into most anywhere, and the Raging Cajuns taught him a nice lesson, which is he can't. He's got to be careful with the ball in all situations. So I expect Weeden to play better, and I expect the Cowboys to win.
Yeah, I do too. I saw those 3 interceptions with my own eyes on Saturday against Louisiana Lafayette. And then the third one was by far the biggest mistake that Brandon Weeden made. There was a miscommunication between he and Josh Cooper, a ball that kind of got hung up after it bounced off Cooper. Didn't see a guy on another interception. But the third one was really, he tried to force it. He tried to make a play that really he shouldn't have done. He should have just tucked it. I think that's a lesson learned for Brandon Weeden. And, you know, if he throws only 1 or no interceptions in most games this season, I think the Cowboys are going to have great success. I think this is a game that's going to maybe turn on Arizona's deficiencies on offense. Arizona without Jerron Kreiner, their best wide receiver, he's not going to be available this game. They've got a brand new offensive line, all 5 guys. Oklahoma State people know that that's not necessarily a death sentence. They had a brand new offensive line a year ago and won 11 games, but I think this is an inexperienced offensive line for Arizona that Oklahoma State will exploit, Barry. I think the Cowboys win pretty darn easily on this Thursday night.
Well, they certainly could. I think I picked 41-28 Cowboys, but I think the Oklahoma State defense was very good Saturday. Gave up 2 late touchdowns by scrubs, made the score look out of control, but Weeden throws 2 pick sixes. So the OSU defense actually played very well. But with Nick Foles, a veteran quarterback, I expect Arizona to have a lot more success than Lafayette did. So I think Arizona will score some. But I think Oklahoma State's defense has shown a lot of promise after 1 game. And if they can continue to play that way, then I think the bar is raised on this season for the Cowboys. So I'm going to go 41-28 Cowboys. I think it won't be a rout. It won't be necessarily easy, but I think they end up winning comfortably.
Yeah, I think they win comfortably as well. I picked 42-17, so I think it'll be a little bit wider margin. But, you know, it's interesting, some talk coming out of Arizona that I read today on the internet. Apparently, some Arizona defensive guys are still a little bit hot under the collar about Justin Blackmon's touchdown in the Alamo Bowl. You remember the first score that the Cowboys had. He catches a long pass from Brandon Weeden, and instead of going directly into the end zone, he runs along the end line. That got Arizona's attention last year in the game, and it's a reminder to them throughout this week of what they're getting ready to face. They were none too happy about it. They say they're going to exact revenge on Boone Pickens Stadium turf on Thursday night. I don't think that's going to get them over the hump, but it's an interesting little storyline to watch. What do they do with Justin Blackmon, and how does that maybe impact what the Cowboys can do offensively? Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman. Thanks for joining us on the Press Row, brought to you by Cox High-Speed Internet.